What's up? Um, I'm back on the YouTube doing a little something here for you. Um, so this right here was my beginning of the year NFL tier list, and there's a lot of things wrong with it. There's a lot of things wrong. There's a lot of things that were right in the middle. So we're gonna go through it right now, and I'm gonna tell what I messed up on and what I got right and what is some shockers and whatnot. You get the drift. We're gonna look back over this and kind of move things around. Um, First off, the first team that I did on the tier list was the Bengals, and I instantly put them up in S tier because they made it to the Super Bowl last year. They almost won the Super Bowl, and their team was the exact same, and they gained some weapons. That was it. So I threw them up there. Would I keep them in S tier? I would probably either move them down to A tier or put them at towards the end of S tier. They have performed pretty good this year. They've had some questionable games where I'm like, should you win this game? Some games where I'm like, okay, yeah, you suck. What's happened? Like they started off 0-3. Um, I think yeah, I would either keep them, putting more towards the end of S tier, or moving down to probably the top of A tier. Um, I still one Super Bowl team from last year. Let's go to the other Super Bowl team, the Rams. Rams have had a lot of issues. Matthew Stafford got injured for the whole year. The Cooper Cup's out. Aaron Donald's out. They're losing all sorts of big weapons over at the Rams. They signed Baker Mayfield, who has been playing absolutely phenomenal in his 3 games of the Rams. Um, but the Rams are like have like 5 wins or something like that. So, and I have them up at S tier, and they're eliminated from the playoffs. So they need to move down to about D tier. They're playing really good with Baker, without Cooper as well. Um, there's 2 weeks left of the NFL, and OBJ still hasn't signed with the team. So I just don't think he is signing at all this year. Um, we'll just go with another S tier team I have up there, the Chargers. I had really high hopes for the Chargers because they signed Khalil Mack. They signed, um, crap, I forgot their names. They signed a whole bunch of super good superstars, like X Factors of Madden, Signed all these great players and respecting so much from them. Would I put them? This is Justin Herbert's first playoff appearance. They are in the playoffs this year, but I don't think I see them going to the Super Bowl. They've performed well, but they have struggled in their games. They've had some games that they go out there and they look really nice, and then they have games that they just struggle. I think I would move them down to A tier. Um, they haven't really had any issues. They just haven't been playing the best football that they could be playing. Um, I know the Chargers secondary is insane because I watched the Miami game and it said that it was their backups of backups, right? We didn't play bad football against their secondary. We were playing good football against their secondary. Their secondary was just playing elite football. They were playing top tier football. And that's their backup secondary. They normally have, like, what, Derwin James and, you know, I don't know. But I would move the play down to A tier. Bills, don't need to say much. I would keep them in S tier. They've lost more games this year than expected. Lost to the Dolphins, almost lost to the Dolphins twice. Game-winning field goal beat us while we were in Buffalo. Um, yeah. So they're staying. They're not moving. They've had to deal with a good bit of defensive injuries. But I think everybody's back. Von Miller's out for season, so that's a big one. Chiefs, don't need to say much. They've fulfilled the destiny without Tyreek Hill. They're still playing A-tier football even without him. Um, all their new signees are playing phenomenal. The new running back, rookie running back, love him. He's on my fantasy team. Um, the Buccaneers. I had the Buccaneers in S tier because of how well they've played. They signed Julio Jones. They signed Russell Gage, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Leonard Fournette, Tom Brady. I mean, that sounds like a super team right there, but they would probably on my tier list be in B or C. They have 6, 7 wins on the season, and that's it. Um, they've lost a lot of games. The Buccaneers lost to the Bengals. Buccaneers almost lost to the Falcons. I think they play the Falcons next week or so, or they've already played twice. I think. I don't know. Um, I'll look that up real quick. But let's see. Yeah, they played the Buccaneers and Falcons play the last week. Um, Hopefully the Falcons can pick up a dub there. But yeah, I would move the Buccaneers down to a B, maybe C. They haven't been performing well. Tom Brady hasn't been performing well. Uh, they really haven't had much injury problems over with the Buccaneers or whatnot. Tom Brady's just not playing well. I think he's dealing with a lot this year between his divorce and a bunch of other stuff and whatnot. We had the whole Dolphins scandal at the beginning with Tom Brady and Sean Payton. Uh, we were making communications with him while they were still in contract. Um, Hopefully Tom Brady will come over because Tua's not doing it so far. He played before, amazing beginning of the year, but we'll get into that later. Yeah, so I C or B. Then we'll drop down to the A tier. We have San Francisco. I would leave San Francisco there. Possibly could move them up towards the end of the Super Bowl thing. They are playing. You know what? Yeah, I would move them up to S tier. They are playing phenomenal football. Well, they weren't at first. Okay, they have been through three different quarterbacks this year. Trey Lance was set to be the starter. Got injured, broke his ankle or something like that, out for season. And then Jimmy G hopped in. Jimmy G was playing good until he played against the Dolphins, where who was it? I think it was Ingram landed on his foot, whatever, and broke his ankle. So Jimmy was out now. And now Mr. Irrelevant, the last pick of the 2022 draft, Mr. Irrelevant, Brock Purdy, come in, and he is playing phenomenal football. He beat Tom Brady. He's like insane to be a Mr. Irrelevant and come out and play this A-tier football that he is. It's just absolutely insane. Um, it's going to be even more insane if Mr. Irrelevant goes out and wins his freaking Super Bowl. That would be insane. I kind of want to see the San Francisco 49ers win a Super Bowl now, as long as the Dolphins ain't there. Because, I'm a big Dolphins fan. Everybody knows that about me. Then we got the Green Bay Packers. Whoa. I didn't think losing just Devontae Adams. That's all they lost over the season. That was really big. Sorry. But oh my gosh, he made a big freaking difference. Aaron Rodgers hasn't been performing the way he should be, looking like he's head towards retirement. I don't know. They're like they have like 7 wins. They can still make playoffs if they win out, but they have to win out to get it. They have like 7, or something like that. And all of his losses have been like devastating losses. I mean, it's not been good football. All of his wins have been barely winning. They have I don't know what's going on with Green Bay. Yeah, they would probably be like C. They're just maybe B. Probably B, more B, but they're not playing great football over in Green Bay. I need to work some things out, whatnot, figure out the quarterback situation. If Rodgers is still good to play, get a receiver or something over there. I mean, the guys that they have been playing phenomenal. Watkins and all them. Jerry Alexander's been playing top corner football. Cardinals. This one right here is something else. We all know the Cardinals, right? Kyler Murray, DeAndre Hopkins. Used to have Chandler Jones. He went to the Raiders. Let's just say the Cardinals have 4 wins this year. Yep, Cardinals have 4 wins. They've had some injury problems. They didn't have I'm sorry. So thinking about Green Bay. They didn't have DeAndre Hopkins for the first 9 games because he was suspended. They lost Kyler Murray. He got injured. They've had Trace McSorley. They ain't been playing good football with their Trace McSorley, as you could expect. Reason why he's a backup. So the Cardinals are like a D tier team this year. They're playing terrible football, just terrible. Not much else to say. They've had some injury problems, yes. But even when Kyler was there, they weren't playing fantastic. The Colts are another team I thought was going to be really good this year, signing Matt Ryan. Otherwise, I'm so tired. But no. Matt Ryan's had a couple of games that he looks absolutely amazing out there and looks like he could play this game for a couple more years. But the Colts have, I think they're eliminated from the playoffs. They've been playing terrible. I mean, the last game, who did they play? Yeah, the Colts-Vikings game. That was an insane game. I love that game. It was really good. The Colts came out in the first half and were winning 33. They had a 36-3 lead in the third quarter. A 36-3 lead. And they lost. The Vikings have the biggest comeback in NFL history now. Matt Ryan is the ultimate choker now because he choked at the Super Bowl when they were up 28-3. And now he has choked a 36-3 game. Matt Ryan they haven't made an announcement about it. I don't think Matt Ryan himself has made the announcement or something, but the Falcons or something like that. I don't know. And then I saw the notification, whatnot. Matt Ryan is going to sign at the end of the year. He's going to sign a 1-year contract with the Falcons and retire as a Falcon. So he's done. He's laying down the cleats, tying them up, hanging them up. Okay. Here we go with a big-time Super Bowl favorite for this year, the Philadelphia Eagles. I was excited to see the Eagles this year as a Georgia fan. Said that in this video right here. As a Georgia fan, I was excited to see them because they signed Kobe Dean and they signed Jordan Davis. Jordan Davis didn't see the field much until he got injured. And he's not been there at all. Kobe Dean, I don't really know what he's been up to. I don't know if he's been playing too much. But oh my gosh, this Philadelphia team is insane. Jalen Hurts and A.J. Brown are the ultimate freaking duo. They're going out there and they are cooking. They got A.J. Brown on one end. They got Devontae Smith on the other end. They got freaking Miles Sanders, who's a top rusher right now. Jalen Hurts, who's an MVP. He's the top of the MVP candidates for this year. He did get injured like 2 weeks ago, something like that. They just played I think the last game was against the Cowboys, and they had who played? Gardner Minshew. And they still almost freaking won. They barely lost. Which is freaking crazy, but so yeah, moving them up to like top of the S2, they're still Super Bowl favorites. If Jalen Hurts can come back for playoffs, I'm pretty sure they're gonna have the bye. Because they went undefeated. I think they were like 13-0, 14-0, and then finally lost to the Washington Commanders of all teams. Um, but yeah, they're Super Bowl favorites for me. I'm really excited to see it. I hope they get one because my boy Jordan Davis will have a freaking Super Bowl ring his freaking rookie year, longer than Kobe Dean. Really excited for that. Love it. They released a Christmas album. Jason Kelsey and Jordan and a couple of the other guys. They released a Christmas album for the Philadelphia Eagles. It is awesome. Um, but yeah, throw them up in S tier. The Baltimore Ravens, I'm not moving them at all. They have been exactly what everybody's expected them to be, even with Lamar Jackson injured. Lamar Jackson got injured a couple weeks back. They've had Huntley. They've still been playing a phenomenal football, winning games still. I don't think they've lost a game since Lamar went out, which is crazy. You know, your backup quarterback is that good. You can still go out there and win you ball games, which is what I would say that's probably what you want. Um, so yeah, I wouldn't move them at all. I wouldn't move the Dolphins either. We haven't been playing good football recently. We're on like a 4 or 5 week losing streak right now. I don't know what's going on. We started out the year so good with wins against the Patriots, wins against who did we play week 2? I don't remember who we played week 2, but we beat them. Ravens with the big comeback 2 after 6 touchdown passes that game. We came back from like down like 30, 20 points, something like that. So we came back and we beat Baltimore second week. And then the third week we beat Buffalo. We beat Buffalo. Buffalo Bills, Super Bowl favorites for some people. We beat Buffalo in week 4. It just went all downhill. That's where it started. To his first concussion, where he croaked. Put him out for a while. Wasn't good. Teddy Bridgewater wasn't doing it. Skylar Thompson wasn't performing. We lost a couple games there. Then we lost 3. We turned to 3-3. Started to pick things back up. Tua was looking phenomenal. Kept getting concussions. Just got a concussion last week against Green Bay. He's out for next week. We have to win the next 2 games to get into the playoffs, which is going to be a struggle with Teddy Two Gloves, who's not the greatest football player. I don't know. Tua's off and on for me right now. He looks good one week and then looks absolutely terrible the next week. I wouldn't be mad if we got rid of him. If we got like Lamar Jackson, who wants to move from the Ravens. So if we got like Lamar Jackson, I wouldn't be too mad about it. I believe in Tua. I have trust in Tua. I have a Tua jersey, and I have good faith in Tua, but he needs to figure his crap out. The Raiders are a team everybody expected to be good, with him signing Devontae Adams, Chandler Jones, a whole bunch of other weapons. Derek Carr and Devontae Adams' high school teammates back at it again in the NFL. But nope, they are eliminated from the playoffs. Derek Carr has been benched for the next 2 weeks. He doesn't get injured. Probably all their starters are probably most of them are getting benched. So yeah. Back to the Cardinals real quick. Back to the Cardinals. Relap. J.J. Watt has announced his retirement. 33, something like that, years old. But yeah, the Tennessee Titans are another team that are doing what the Tennessee Titans do. People didn't expect them to play as well, losing A.J. Brown, one of their biggest and main weapons, but they have still performed absolutely, no, I wouldn't say absolutely phenomenal, but they performed pretty well. I totally forgot to be moving my people. Dolphins stay at A. Raiders moved to low B, high C. Titans moved them up to A tier. They've just been doing what they do. Derrick Henry's been doing what Derrick Henry does. Tannehill's been, they've had a lot of quarterback issues and injuries and whatnot. They had Malik Willis come in and play. Didn't perform terrible. He's got the wheels. He can run. I think they had announced like Dobbs or something to start for them yesterday. They played the Cowboys. Almost won. Didn't win though. But yeah, so move them up A. Then we have the Browns, so I'm going to move down to C or low B team. They're performing phenomenal. I don't know why they did this, but they were performing amazing. I really do feel like they would be in the playoffs with Jacoby Brissett, their starting quarterback, who's been playing absolutely phenomenal football. Came out and beat Tom Brady, beat a whole bunch of other teams. He's playing perfect freaking football. He looks amazing out on that field. It doesn't even look like he was a backup for his entire career before now. Um, and then Deshaun Watson happened. Deshaun Watson got unsuspended, got out of his suspension, came back. They put him as the starter, playing terrible. I mean, he is playing the worst football out of any quarterback I have seen. I'm taking Jared Goff. I'm taking Trevor Lawrence. I'm taking Carson Wentz. I'm taking all of them over freaking Deshaun Watson right now. Give me David Mills. Sorry, just a little rant about Deshaun Watson. I don't really care for him. I'm trying to go quicker about this. Cowboys moved them up to S tier. They're playing phenomenal football. That defense is insane. Zeke hasn't performed too good, but it's Zeke. He's the most often on player. The Saints, they had Michael Thomas back for the first couple weeks. They got injured again. Um, they're eliminated from the playoffs, I believe. They're not playing great football, not playing good football, not playing bad football either, though. Move them down to C tier. Yeah, I'll move them down to C tier. The Vikings, move them up to high A. They're performing amazing. Kirk Cousins is amazing. Justin Jefferson broke Randy Moss's record uh, for receiving yards. Justin Jefferson is in the MVP race. He should get it. He's been having the year of his career. I mean, he's like straight up in his prime right now, making insane catches that shouldn't be possible. They literally look humanly impossible. He's doing it. Uh, yeah, and I would love to see a Viking Super Bowl. I would love to see that. Um, they're just such a fun team to watch. They're so explosive. Um, they've had some big wins too over like Buffalo and yeah, they've had some nice wins. Patriots. Patriots have been the Patriots like they did last year. They've had a lot of quarterback issues. They keep slipping. Zappy's it. I'm telling you. Um, put him low B, C. Um, Broncos country. Let's ride. Broncos country. Let's ride. Let's ride. Broncos country. Sorry. Um, Russell, you're not it, boy. He's not. He's not performing. He's not performing good. They really are struggling. Everybody was expecting them to be some super team now. Jerry Jeudy with Russ. Oh no, no. They all like 6 wins. They're 4 or 5 wins, something like I don't know. They're terrible. They are terrible. 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 I say. Um, I would put him low CD. Low CD. Honestly. Um, Steelers could probably move down to C. Don't really know a lot about the Steelers. I know they didn't do Kenny Pickett there for a good bit. They didn't Mitchell Trubisky, and then they started doing Kenny Pickett. He's looked okay. He's thrown a lot of picks. George Pickens is insane from Georgia. Insane football player, already making the craziest makes OBJ's catches look like nothing. Um, which is insane for a rookie. Um, he is young, so. Washington move Baby Losi. I know this is the Redskin picture, but it's not an updated one. Fudge. Keep yawning. Yeah, I don't really know what to say about them. They're just not performing. They're not good. And one thing I realized and noticed the other day, and I was asking Logan about, what happened to Chase Young? You don't ever hear Chase Young talked about anymore. He was like the top tier defensive football player for like a year or something. And now you never even hear his name. It's kind of crazy. The Seahawks. Hold up. Geno Smith. He's in the MVP race, which is crazy. They need to be moved up to like B or A even. Seahawks is a team that no one was expecting with Russ leaving. Um, I don't know why I can't think of Russ's name. I just know Russ. Um, I keep wanting to say Russell Westbrook. I know that's basketball. Oh shoot, hold on. Let me ask Alexa. Alexa, what's Russell's name? No. Alexa, who's the Denver Broncos quarterback? Brett Rippin? Who the freak is Brett Rippin? What the freak? I guess I just gotta Google because like I'm for having a brain fart, and I cannot think of his name. Russell Wilson. Wilson. Yeah, he's not been performing good football. But yeah, after the Seahawks lost him, everybody was not thinking anything good for the Seahawks. Geno Smith, though, it came as a shocker, playing great ball. New York Giants, another shocker team. Holy shoot, they were like undefeated there for a while, I think, or they only had like one loss or something like that, a tie or something. Um, We're winning games back to back to back, big games, beating big time teams and whatnot. I think they beat the Cowboys or something like that once, or something like that. I don't remember. They beat some big time teams. Um, they were looking really freaking good. Let's see. Um, they beat the Packers. They beat the Ravens. Um, is this current? Is this current? Hold up. They beat. That's preseason. They beat the Titans, and then they beat the Panthers. They lost to the Cowboys the first time they played. They beat the Bears. They beat the Packers. Then they went and beat the Ravens. And then they beat the Jags. And then they started going on a little bit of a losing streak. They lost to the Seahawks. Beat the Texans. Lost to the Lions. The Lions is a team I'll talk about later. They lost to we lost out to the Cowboys. Okay, they started to drop off. But they did look. They looked really good. They were playing great football and whatnot. Um, yeah, but I'm moving them out to probably B. Probably B. The Panthers don't need to move. They've mediocre team. Not been playing the greatest. They've been doing good recently. Lost Christian McCaffrey to the 49ers. Lost Christian McCaffrey to over to the 49ers. He's playing great over the 49ers, but what are the Panthers? New York Jets, they need to be moved up. They're playing great football when they don't have Zach Wilson in. I think this is his name. Um, yeah. Mike White, he's it. The Jets are playing great football. They have the best freaking defensive rookie. Sauce Gardner has been showing why he was a top pick. He's, I think it's no debate that he won defensive rookie of the year. No doubt. I think he's even in the defensive player of the year debate. But the Lions are a team that's also going to need to move up. They've won some games. They've won like 5 or 6 games. They're looking really freaking good. They could still win their division, I believe. The Lions can win the division. That sentence alone to me is insane. Knowing that last year they won like 2 games, 1 game. Let's see. But the fact that they could probably go out here. Yeah. Okay. No, they can't. No, they can't. Vikings won the division. I forgot that the Vikings were in the division and at 12-3. But the Lions are above the Packers right now. They're in second. They can be second in the division. The Bears are 3-12. Um. Okay. We got the Lions are playing great football. Need to move them up. The Jaguars. That's another team. Hold up. Let me look at their schedule. Tell you what they've done. They're playing great football. They're 7-8. Yeah, the first round pick team, the worst team in the NFL for the last 2 years. Yeah, they're playing football. All right. So they started out looking like the normal Jags. They lost to the Washington Commanders. Then they beat the Colts 24-0. They beat the Chargers 38-10 in LA. Then they went on a little bit of a losing streak. They lost to the Eagles. They lost to the Texans, which made them look like, okay, they're the Jags. They suck. They lost to the Colts. They literally went on a big time losing streak. Then they lost to the Giants. They lost to the Broncos. They beat the Raiders. Lost to the Chiefs. Expected. Then they go out and they beat the Ravens. They lose to the Lions. They beat the Titans. They beat the Cowboys. The Jacksonville Jaguars. Trevor Lawrence let's see that would focus, beat the Cowboys. Which is just insane because the Cowboys are Super Bowl favorites right now. That's insane. Um, yeah, they didn't be moved up to B tier for sure. I think next year, Trevor Lawrence has been shown that he is the quarterback that everybody said he was going to be. It just took him a year to adjust. Next year, I guarantee you they'll be in the playoffs. If they keep playing the ball they are playing, they have a chance of being in the playoffs. It's a hard division. The AFC is probably the hardest division to try to get into the playoffs. But it is possible. Then the Bears apparently have only won 3 games, which came as a shock to me. I thought they've won more than that. Justin Fields has been playing amazing, so I don't know what's going on. Justin Fields broke Mike Vick's record. He runs for like 200 yards a game as a quarterback, throws the ball for at least 100 to 200 a game. So I don't know what's going wrong with the Bears. The Texans have like 2 wins, 3 wins. They're terrible. They're going to get the first pick of the draft. Pity picks and all that. They suck. They're staying where they are. Falcons, you can move them nowhere. They suck. Just like everybody expected them to suck without freaking Matt Ryan. And they have freaking, about the Desmond Ritter, who has started recently. It's not that good. He's not looking good. He's looking like probably every other rookie quarterback the first year. He's not playing good. I don't know why. My mind's blanking again. I can't think of his name. I keep wanting to say Desmond Ritter. I can't think of his name. Well, anyways, their other quarterback, forgot his name. For real, did forget his name. Keep wanting to say Felipe Franks. He used to be the quarterback. He's now a freaking tight end or something for them. But anyways, he's been not playing great either. It's just the Falcons being the Falcons, and that's that. That's the NFL tier list updated here in the last 2 weeks of football. We've got the playoffs coming up. The Dolphins need to win these next 2 games without Tua. We got Teddy Two Gloves. We got to beat the Patriots and we got to beat the Jets in order to get into the playoffs. Yep, I just got the notification on my phone literally as soon as I said that. See if I can focus. Tua rolled out. Teddy Bridgewater set to start. We're going to lose. Dolphins not making playoffs. Again. Tyreek Hill has a couple records. He's got the most receiving yards that he's had his entire career. Pretty nice. I don't know. We got the weapons. We got everything needed. We're just struggling with injuries on defense. We really are struggling with injuries on defense. And injuries to Tua. He keeps getting concussions. So maybe he'll retire. And we're going with Son Lamar. Who knows? If he retires, we have a lot of money from paying Tua. I also saw something potential talk of Tua getting a new $50 million a year contract, um, something like that, $50 million a game, or I don't remember what it was, but they want to pay him a lot, and I don't think he deserves it. But yep. Well, that was my tier list update video for y'all guys. I hope you enjoyed. I know this is random. Probably won't watch this because I don't ever upload. So probably don't pay attention to the channel anymore. But I hope you enjoyed. Until next time, guys. God bless and peace. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.